Project's Level Resources feature delays and splits resource assignments to help you get rid of overallocations. You can level the entire project or just the portions that are giving you trouble. Well, if you're going to work on resource overallocations, the best view is the Leveling Gantt. So on the Task tab, click the bottom half of the Gantt chart button and then choose Leveling Gantt. If you don't see it on this drop-down menu, you can go down to More Views. Then in the More Views dialog box, select Leveling Gantt and click Apply. Now go to the Resource tab. Before you actually level resources, you have to set some options to tell Project how you want to level. So to do that, in the Level section, click Leveling Options. The first choice is Automatic or Manual. It's set to Manual by default, and that's really the best choice. That means Project will only level when you tell it to. If you select Automatic, Project re-levels whenever you make a change to the project, and that slows everything down. So keep it on Manual. The next choice is the time frame that you use. The best option is to use a little bit longer time frames because overallocations have a way of just working out over time. So in this case, you might want to do week by week. If it's a really long project, you could even choose month by month. The checkbox Clear Leveling Values Before Leveling is turned on by default, and that's a setting you want to keep. That tells Project to get rid of all the delays it added before and then start over. It makes it a lot easier to see what you're doing. You can also level the entire project or a date range. When you first start, you can level the entire project. Then, later on, when you're working on a smaller part of the project, you can always select the Level option and then choose a date range to just level that part of the project. The leveling order is set to Standard. If you assign priorities to tasks, choose Priority Standard. That way, higher priority tasks get scheduled first, and that way Project delays the lower priority tasks. The checkbox Level Only Within Available Slack is turned off, and you want to keep it that way. Available slack is really in short supply in a project. So if you turn this checkbox on, usually resource leveling isn't going to make a whole lot of difference. The next checkbox, Leveling can adjust individual assignments on a task. Well, in a lot of cases, it's one particular resource that's overallocated. So by turning this checkbox on the way it is here, Project can readjust that particular assignment and leave the others the way they are. The next checkbox, Leveling can create splits in remaining work, is also turned on, and that's another one to keep the way it is. That way, Project can put splits in tasks to get rid of overallocations. If you use Proposed Resources, turn on the next checkbox. But in this project, we just have regular resources. They're all committed to the project, so we leave it turned off. The last checkbox, Level Manually Scheduled Tasks, is also turned on by default, and you want to keep it that way. Once all the options are set, just click OK. Project will use those options every time you level until you go back in and change them. If you want to level the entire project, up in the ribbon, just click Level All. But in this case, I want to level one resource, so I click Level Resource. And actually, if you have tasks selected, then the Level Selection button will also be active, and you could click that one. But I'll click Level Resource. Then scroll down, select the Office Manager, and click Level Now. In this case, the tan bars are the original dates, and the blue bars are the leveled dates. Well, this first task is the same, but the second task, you can see that there's been a delay added. This leveling did work because all the red people indicators are gone from the indicators column, so the Office Manager is no longer overallocated. If for some reason you don't like the results of leveling, go up to the Quick Access toolbar and click Undo. And that gets rid of all the leveling that you just did. You can also click Clear Leveling on the ribbon. You can make short work of leveling resource workloads by setting leveling options and then telling Project to level all or part of your project. If you don't like the results, you can undo the leveling, change the settings, and try again.